Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to McKola and Joe.
Yeah.
Son.
Uncensored.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm all right.
It's nice to see you.
Haven't done one of these with Steve for a while.
No, well, Steve's at the World Cup and, you know, it's hard to pin down.
Kind of fella does that to someone?
I know, it's not right, is it?
Just leaves them here.
He's doing podcasts with Rio Ferdinand now. Don't need you.
Delete my number, you know.
Yeah.
I messaged him the other day. He said, new number, who's this? I said, no, this is your same number you've always had.
Yeah, I've just messaged the same number and you've replied, so it can't be your number. And then he just put, new number, who's this?
And I love that, like, you talk to him. Oh, so how you doing? Oh, I just got off the phone to Patrice Evra. I just wanted to know how you and the kids were, really.
Then he's sending pictures of him with, like, semi-herpia and people like that.
Semi-herpia?
Semi-herpia,
did you call him a semi?
Yes. He's good. Did you like him?
I think Sammy Herpia should be more highly rated than Jamie Carragher in terms of Premier League centre-backs.
It was better than him when they were both in their prime.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Semi-Herpia, obviously.
Semi-herpia. World Cup.
Semi's a Manscaped.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Manscaped, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of fits together. We're just going to talk about whatever we want to talk about today.
Do you like Marcus Rashford?
I love Marcus Rashford.
Why? You were saying we needed to sell him last
Do
year.
you know when he's happy?
Yeah.
Do you know when I see a player score a goal and they're happy? When it's Rashford, I'm the happiest for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Rashford, an in-form happy Rashford makes me happier than an in-form happy anyone.
Yeah.
I agree.
Martial a little bit.
Martial's close, but you don't see the joy on his face quite as much.
No, you do. Remember that time when he sat on the bench?
But he scored a hat trick. He's smiling.
Like you mofo said, I don't smile.
Yeah.
Now look.
But if you only smile when you score a hat trick, that's quite a high bar, isn't it? He needs to be smiling at like maybe one goal or an assist or something.
Yeah. I mean, he's got them for days this season. But yeah, it's just so good to see Marcus Rashford playing well, smiling. And I really hope he gets Golden Boot. Or at least England's top goal scorer at the World Cup.
Is Saka on 2?
Yes.
Saka's on 2.
I think his competition at the moment, who are all on 3, I think you got Morata.
Yeah.
You got
Mbappe.
Enna Valencia and Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Did you see?
Mbappe.
Did you see Charles Barkley?
No.
You didn't see? No. He was talking about the World Cup and he was talking about America and he was like, bring on France, bring on Brazil and all that. And he goes, France, well, they got that boy Mbappe.
Sounds better, that. So they've got Mbappe on 3 and Gakpo's on 3 as well.
Gakpo. 2 of our players on 3.
Yeah, that's good.
Gakpo and Rashford. Bruno's on 2.
Yeah, 2 goals, 2 assists.
He's got the most goal contributions.
Who's going to win the World Cup?
Brazil. I really want Neymar to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I want Ronaldo, Messi, and Neymar to win. Like, one of them 3 to win it.
Yeah.
But I really want Neymar to win it. Because I won't judge Ronaldo or Messi any differently without the World Cup.
Yes.
In fact, I wouldn't judge Neymar any differently without the World Cup. But I feel he needs it more for his legacy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, being Brazilian,
Yes.
I know Messi has to compete with Maradona and all that. But we can say Messi is, if not the GOAT, second, yeah?
Yeah.
I think you don't need any more evidence for that. You don't need any more evidence for Cristiano Ronaldo.
No.
With Neymar, there's always that talk. Since he left Barca, he's gone, I just want him to win the World Cup. And I know he's injured at the moment, but he'll be back if they get, which they will get to the next round, already in the next round. I just really want him to win it.
Why? Why do you like him?
I love Neymar.
Do you?
I think Neymar is so criminally disrespected. The way people talk about him, the way people speak about his career. There's similarities to Rooney's career in that. You know how Rooney burst onto the scene, he looked so promising, and everyone was like, oh, he's going to be the greatest player ever.
Yeah.
And then just because he wasn't the greatest player ever, they kind of went, oh, he wasted his career.
Yeah. He underachieved.
No, he didn't.
No,
he didn't. He won every single trophy he could. He was top goal scorer for club and country. Boom.
What more can you ask for?
Perfect career.
Yeah, literally, the only thing higher than that is, are you the best player of all time? No. And then therefore people act like he's not that good. Yeah, I do agree with Neymar. If it weren't for Messi and Ronaldo, he'd be like probably the best player of the last generation, or certainly.
And I think he is. And when you look at his record for Santos, what he did there,
Yeah.
I don't think they'd won. What's the cup called there again? They hadn't won it
Brazilian
since
Cup.
Pele.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then he went there as like an 18-year-old, done that. What he did at Barcelona, and when he was part of that front three with Messi, Suarez, Neymar, in my opinion, he was the best part of that front three.
He's not better than Messi.
No. Listen to what
He
I'm
wasn't
saying.
better than Messi in that front three.
For me. he was.
Really?
Even when you look at that performance against PSG, everyone talks about all the other Barcelona players. That don't happen without Neymar. Like, Neymar was the catalyst to that.
Yeah.
I love Neymar.
I think Brazil will win it. I worry about France because I thought they were like dead set. I know they rested a lot of players, but they did that like France in the Euros thing. Do you know the other day? Was it against Morocco that they lost to, or Tunisia?
Yeah, but they changed their whole team.
I know they changed the whole team, but they have a tendency at times to just look really flat. Like when Mbappe's getting closed off, and they just have a game where you go, where are all their world-class players gone?
Benzema's a big miss.
Benzema's a big miss.
What about Giroud, though, man?
He just
What a
keeps doing
career
it,
he's
doesn't
going to have, innit?
Keeps doing it. But I think if we're ranking who's been the best teams in the World Cup so far, so you look at the Netherlands, they've got 9 points. They have not been one of the best teams for me. They've sort of struggled and scrambled to all three of those wins. Not like they didn't deserve them, they deserved them all, but they weren't like dominant, controlling the games. I think a couple of the games they had less shots than the team that they beat and all that. They've been good, but 9 points flatters them a little bit. I think France have probably been the best team.
But every team's had a game where you go,
Yeah, England. If you're being objective and looking at this sort of from the outside looking in, England have probably been the second best team in the tournament.
no, but then like every team's had one game where you go,
But against USA,
what the hell
we're
was
like,
that?
what happened there?
and they did that in the Euros. They had that Scotland game where it was 0-0. But you look at, I think France have had a game where it's like against Morocco.
Yeah.
You look at a few other teams have had games where you think Spain lose against Japan, even though going into that game everyone thought, wow, Spain look amazing, scoring loads of goals.
And in the end, Spain have won one game so far. Even Brazil, who have won both games, they haven't really turned up until like the 50th minute of both games.
The thing about Brazil is, though, the one thing for Brazil is, you know how we look at England and the weight of expectation.
Yeah.
They have that, but triple, quadruple, like it's crazy. So you do worry what that would do to them. But when you look at what they've got at the moment with that front three, whoever they play, and then you can bring the likes of Anthony and Gabriel Jesus and Martinelli off the bench and all these players, Neymar still to come back into it. And I think Neymar will make a massive
The
difference.
problem with Brazil's front three for me is they don't have anyone that is like a 30-goal season plus player. England have
You
got
don't
Kane.
need that,
You
though.
don't necessarily need it, no. But England have got Kane where you know he can get 5-6 goals at a tournament. You know he can get 40 goals in the season. They've got Jesus who's very good, Martinelli who's pretty good, Richarlison who's good, like Anthony who's good. But they haven't got anyone where you like Benzema, like Messi, like Kane, where you like in a rut, in a difficult game, he could get you 2 goals and win it for you. They don't really have anyone like that. That's my only concern with Brazil. 'Cause everything else
I just
from
feel
back
you
to front
don't
is
need
phenomenal.
that. And when
Maybe
you've
not.
got as many players coming off the bench, like Gabriel Jesus might not be your top goal scorer.
Yeah.
But he'll probably could get you a crucial goal.
Yeah.
Anthony might not be, but he might grab you a goal coming out. There's so
Like that
much
Richarlison
threat.
goal the other day.
Like Richarlison, amazing. So again, he might not be top goal scorer, but he might go and get another goal or two, and they'll be crucial goals.
Yeah.
I also think the defense is playing really well at the moment.
Even players like Alexandro, who Juve fans have been slagging off for the last sort of
Remember
2
when
or
he
3
linked
years.
to us and we were like, no, please.
Yeah. He used to be really highly rated, didn't he? Sort of 8 or 10 years ago. And then he went through a phase of just being like trash. And even he's playing brilliantly. But
I don't think the World Cup's the biggest level of football.
no.
I think it's the biggest festival of football, and like, you know,
I think the Champions League is the biggest.
Champions League is the toughest
Highest
quality of football. And I think there's a lot of fixtures in the World Cup where, yes, you'll have teams that are really up for it and really fighting for the shirt and the badge or whatever, but ultimately, you know, you should be beating most
But
of
there's
these teams.
something, because it's every 4 years, there is something where you see the desperation and the intensity. Like Japan last night, even Costa Rica last night, I know they lost in the end, but Japan, let's focus on that, playing against Spain, knowing if they don't win, they are most likely out, because Germany probably beat Costa Rica, which they did. and they beat Spain. And every single tackle, every single 50-50, they are sprinting every single time. Like Senegal the other day were the same. Costa Rica were like it against Germany until the last few minutes when it was obvious they were going out. It's
like, the way to start
you
the
don't get
second
that
half
with the
as well.
Champions League because you think, all right, we'll try again next year.
I love all the different styles as well.
Yeah.
And you're beginning to see, like, if you look at this World Cup now, I think there's still a team in it from every continent.
Yeah.
If Ghana go through...
Not including Antarctica.
No, from every continent that's in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, we've got every other continent except Antarctica. That's what I'm saying. You've got North,
They
South.
didn't start in the tournament, did they? What countries are in Antarctica?
I think it's just one country.
So how can it be a region then?
Well, it's a continent. It's definitely a continent.
It's like, when did Australia start saying they're in Asia?
Yeah, well, they're not. Australia's its own continent.
Like, brother, who are you?
They're not Asian.
Playing in the Asia Cup and that.
I know, but it's the nearest thing in it. You've been to Australia. Going on like the equivalent to Wales for us is like New Zealand, and it's like a 4-hour flight. Like everywhere is so far from Australia, it's unbelievable. It's never too early to play Christmas music, and it's never too early to start thinking about Christmas gifts. Whether it's for a friend or for yourself, Manscaped is here to provide you the perfect gift this Christmas. And what is that gift, I hear you ask? That is the gift of a smooth and well-maintained sack, cock and arse. Yeah? Thanks to Manscaped, this show is sponsored. And if you use the code Paddock20, you will get 20% off and free shipping when you go to manscaped.com. The link is in the description. Go and check them out now. Now, here's the thing with Manscaped. Yes, it helps trim the downstairs region, but it's not just that. It helps with my confidence, yeah? The mental side of the beautiful game, right? Because now when I take my trousers off, I know what gets seen will be enjoyed by all. Yeah, I can see it more clearly. There's less smells, there's less problems, there's less sweat because Manscaped have you covered across the board. It's not just their exclusive Lawnmower 4.0. There's also ball deodorants, ball toners, yeah, to keep that thing smelling, to keep that thing in perfect working order no matter what. There's also the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer. There's also the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer with proprietary skin-safe technology. There's also a 4000K LED light on it to make sure that you can light the way like Rudolph this winter season. Now that you've groomed the candy cane, it's time to make sure you don't smell like a reindeer with the Platinum Package shower products, yeah? All of Manscaped shower gear is sulfate-free, vegan, and it's made to have your skin feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. But the smelling good doesn't just stop in the shower. Like I said before, you've got the Crop Preserver ball deodorant and the Crop Reviver ball toner to give it that little tss and get rid of the stank all day long. Once they touch your sack, you'll never go back. The Platinum Package 4.0 is sitting under the tree and it's guaranteed to put anyone in the holiday spirit. And for the perfect stocking stuffer, add the brand new Body Buffer, an incredible body scrubber that makes exfoliating easy and makes you cleaner than that old bloody loofah you've got knocking about smells like mold. To get 20% off and free shipping, make sure you go to manscaped.com and use code Paddock20 to get 20% off and free shipping. That is manscaped.com with code Paddock20 to get 20% off and free shipping and get your jingle balls ready for the holidays. So they're
New Zealand and Wales both famous for lamb as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting, isn't it?
It is actually.
The next two country that's full of English. Australia's full of our expats and criminals, isn't it?
Originally.
Isn't that mental?
Scary, isn't it?
How long was that boat ride?
Oh, imagine how many people died on the way there.
I find it mental that people used to jump on a boat and say, it will be there in about 4 months.
What you got? Just got some dried meat and some limes. That'll do us for 4 months. What? Yeah, because if we don't have the limes, our legs arrive at New Zealand just bent.
I know those old Nokia 702 batteries used to last a while, but you reckon you could get a plug on there?
I don't even know how many. Yeah, you got like seagulls and crows and that delivering messages. Like, imagine just being on a boat. Oh, it'll be here in May. Like, what? What do you mean? You can't be saying months. Like normally it's like, what time's the flight arrive? 6:06. Right, okay, perfect, man. Like what time?
I get fuming when like it says hour and a half and then they add another half an hour and you're like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. They're like, sorry, we've had to go around the bottom of South Africa.
Another 2 months.
So it's going to be another 2 months. Yeah. the thingy canal was blocked, so that's another 2 months on the journey. Do you remember all those boats when the Suez Canal was blocked? And they're like, we can't go around the bottom of Africa.
That was mental.
That's another 2 months. No one's getting an LG
the most
TV until
expensive
Christmas.
mistake ever.
No, there'll be some bigger ones. I'll tell you what, one of the best purchases ever was buying Alaska. I think they bought Alaska for like a few million quid.
Pardon?
America bought Alaska off Canada.
Use Americans think you can do whatever you want.
Well, yeah, whereas the Brits have never done anything.
Who decided that price?
Canada. Or probably the geopolitical pressures that America put on Canada. I think it was Canada. It was either Canada or Russia. I think it was Canada. Anyway, they bought it and then they're like, oh, you never guess what we found in that bit of bloody ice that you sold us? Billions in oil and that. Like, what? We didn't know that was there. Yeah, we just dug it and just loads of oil over it. Thanks for that, by the way. Can we get a bit more money? No. We signed the deal now. 40 million, whatever it is.
That really happened?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Just oil land.
When did that happen? When did they buy Alaska?
I think I'm just making numbers. I think a couple 100 years ago. 100 years. I fucking don't know. Ethan will find out for us. When did America buy Alaska and who did they buy it off? But yeah, they just found loads of oil there.
Thought that someone could just buy.
And also, you look at Canada, and then just in the top left, there's just a bit sliced off it. And you're like, America? Like, how is that? How have they done that?
Mate, Canada, man. They should have gone through, you know.
Genuinely.
They shouldn't have lost against Belgium.
No, they were better than Belgium. The thing with Canada is, I think they were, like, I think Poland is the luckiest team in the World Cup. They were shit every game, and they've qualified. Canada were decent every game, and they've gone out on 0 points.
I wanted Poland to go.
Poland, honestly, when you watch them play, you're like, do you remember like in the 70s and 80s when players used to go to a hot country and not realise the effect it would have? That's how Poland were playing. Like, they're all out there, like, sweating and
the
upset.
Disrespect on Lewandowski as well.
And
they left him free for the whole game.
Yeah.
It's mental.
They didn't even do it. Yeah, they bought it in 1867. It was from Russia. I wasn't sure if it was Canada or Russia. But yeah, Alaska was bought from Russia in 1867 by America. And what do you know? It's full of oil that we can sell back to the Russians. Great. Yeah, I think Poland have been the worst team in it so far. The worst team to qualify by a mile.
I've gutted Saudi Arabia, man. After that win against Argentina, you have to be going through, you know.
I know.
You know, once they beat Argentina and they got what did they get? They got like Bentleys and that.
Did they?
Right, I'm sure they got given loads of Bentleys and stuff.
Loads of Bentleys. When everyone in the Leicester squad got that weird BMW like
the i500 or something like that, the electric one.
League. Yeah, which was clearly just a marketing ploy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you reckon how many of those players you reckon sold them?
All of them. Yeah, because if you had like 100 grand, you wouldn't buy that, would you?
Oh yeah. It looked cool, didn't it?
It looked like something from like a TV show about the future.
What car would you buy?
100 grand.
If you hit the belly tomorrow.
Do you know what I'd buy? I'd just buy like the nastiest old pickup truck. Do you know the sort of truck? Do you know where people go? Do you know when you stop at a red light or you go through a green light, whatever, and you're like, someone cuts you up and you're like, oh, I wish I could just smash into him. The sort of car where you go, fuck it. Like, you don't care about the car, just a big bastard with some fucking grids on the front. And if someone cuts me off, I'm just doink.
My aunt's got one of them in Barbados. It's a massive Ford one.
Yeah.
But it's huge.
Yeah, exactly.
Like take us on the back.
That's what I want. Do you know those ones where you see like the back and it's got like 60 pigs in the back? Yeah. I want a car capable of carrying 60 pigs.
You know, if I didn't know you were American before today.
Yeah.
I know you.
No, but more in like a farm way.
Car? I just want a pickup truck.
No, I want that green grass piece. Do you know? Yes. I want one of them bad boys with a lid taken off it. Yeah, Alaska costs $7 million.
Mate, costs less than Daniel James.
Costs less than Leeds were going to pay for Daniel James, let alone United. What car would you get? You've just won the lottery.
Oh yeah, so
but you've gone the big boy. You got 200 million.
No. I won. So basically, when I was a kid,
yeah,
the motor show used to be at the NEC, and my dad used to take me to it every year. We probably went for about 4 years. So it wasn't for the whole of my childhood, but just for
it became a bit of a thing.
It became a habit for a bit, and then they moved it to London, so we stopped going because why the fuck are we going to go there? Anyway. 1 year we went, it may have been around 05, 04, 05. So I'm in secondary school.
Yeah, Gary Neville's at his peak.
Yes. Roman Abramovich just coming into town.
Yeah.
Things starting to get depressing.
Yeah.
And the Glazers arrived. Jesus Christ. Anyway, where were we?
NEC.
Car. Yes, the DB7 Vantage that was at the motor show then is the one I want now.
Really?
When I buy my house, I'm just going to save and get it. It's only like 25 bags now.
Is it? it?
Yeah.
How fast?
I don't know, but I just want it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's nice then.
Like, I just want to be able to get something that I dreamed of.
Is it because you dreamed of it, or is it because you think it'll impress your dad?
Because I dreamed of it.
Yeah.
Like
Because I'd like to buy a car.
that's
that would
my
impress
favorite car.
family.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I never thought I'd be able to get one.
Do you remember one of my favorite cars when I was growing up? Because you only saw them in America, and it reminded me of being on holiday and seeing my family and stuff. Those big Hummers, do you know the H2
Yeah.
or whatever it's called? Those big fat square
I used
bastards.
to always try. My dad's mate had one of them, and my dad was like, "I'm never getting one of these to just drink fuel."
They're like 4 miles to go.
Yeah.
In America, petrol used to be like half price compared to what it is here.
I wonder why.
Because Alaska, they bought Alaska for
And the rest,
$7. That's why.
not just Alaska.
Yeah,
Yeah, won't talk about that, will we?
I reckon that.
Moving on.
Just move on. So,
By the way,
go on.
I had a masterclass here,
What's that?
which is like I used it to like learn poker and stuff from like Daniel Negreanu or Phil Ivey and that. George Bush has a masterclass.
Is this like
That
skill
war
share
criminal
kind of
motherfucker
shit?
has a masterclass. Why are we rehabilitating war criminals?
People deserve a second chance.
Like what? Killing millions of people.
Yeah, there's a
Like that
difference in
motherfucker
that.
got Ellen DeGeneres long. Like,
Yeah.
Like, why are you putting him on this?
There's a difference in it because people will like, if let's say you robbed a shop or you got in a fight or you were a bit of a trouble causer, then you're like, yeah, fair enough. Maybe you need a bit of rehabilitation. You can get a second chance.
Yeah.
But when you like, we're responsible for the death of 1 million people, it's harder to say.
It's like
You probably
Tony
deserve
Blair
another go.
keeps coming out talking about current politicians. Like, bruv,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
And every time he comes out, the only thing that people say is, isn't his hair long? Hasn't he got long hair now? He looks like a vampire.
So I swear they've all got Nobel Peace Prizes as well.
Yeah.
Even fucking Obama.
Yeah, but what is
He's
it? Nobel
dropping
Peace
drones
Prize?
on motherfuckers like.
Yeah.
Anyway, this show's going to go left.
It is a little bit.
Well,
So what are England's chances of winning it then? Do you want England to win it? Because obviously I know that you're not the biggest England fan, but presumably you,
If Rashford's
you have
top goal
more of
scorer.
a connection to them than Argentina.
if Rashford's top goal scorer, then I want them to win it.
Yeah, and he is. He will.
Do you know what? I'm proper like.
You must want England to win it.
I want them to do well.
Yeah,
I don't want Harry Kane to score the winner in a World Cup final.
right. yeah.
There's conditions.
Yeah,
to
but the
this.
thing with Tottenham is no one actually knows any Tottenham fans.
No, but for me, Harry Kane's the worst world class player of all time.
Oh, you're joking.
Biggest loser of all time.
Biggest loser of all time, yeah.
Okay, not worst. Biggest loser out of all the world class players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want him
Even
to have
like-
that moment.
Because even like Totti, who didn't win as much as
Won
his
the
talent
league,
deserved,
right?
I think he won the league and he won like
Cups
cups
and
and stuff, but he could have done more. But like Kane is like, was it 2017? He scored more goals in that calendar year than anyone on earth. That's when like Ronaldo was still just about at his peak. Messi, I think Kane got like 64 goals. He's never won anything. That is like even Shearer had the courtesy of winning the Premier League with.
Yeah, like he went to Newcastle after he'd won the league, so it was less. And I don't know. I just don't want him to. Yeah,
But
look,
it's not going to be him. It's going to be Rashford, Maguire.
I'd love Rashford to win it.
I'd love Maguire to win it. I'd imagine how good it'd be. Maguire goes full Steve Bruce, scores 2 headers, wins the World Cup for England.
No, because then you know how it is. Like,
OBE.
you know what's going to happen.
The palace with his little fucking teaspoon on a little blanket like
You know,
that. I've got the best quote of all time for you. Keep talking. I'm going to
do
find.
you know how everyone talks about Bobby Moore now?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Bobby Moore was this, that, and the other. Like, really, he wouldn't have won the World Cup without Nobby Stiles sat in front of him, Sir Bobby Charlton in the team and all that. But all we hear about is Bobby Moore.
Yeah.
Like Bobby Moore statue,
Yeah, we got-
Bobby Moore this, Bobby Moore that. Like, Bobby Moore didn't win the World Cup. He didn't do anything else in his career.
We'll get
really.
Bobby Maguire
Did he?
statue
Did he do
outside
anything
Wembley.
else in his career?
Play for West Ham and that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
When we're talking about
like Nobby Stiles deserves that credit, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen with
Bobby
Maguire
Charlton deserves it.
Maguire and Kane. Like, they're going to get the credit for everyone else.
Yeah. Can I just read you something? Do you know there's been a lot of talk about the controversies around the World Cup, notably how it was awarded to Qatar in the first place. We're not getting into the politics, but like the fact that it was awarded to them is undoubtedly dodgy. This is a quote from.
No, but one second.
Okay, go on.
No matter who wins it, it's dodgy.
Yeah. Russia was dodgy. Brazil was dodgy. South Africa
Yeah.
was dodgy. England was dodgy in the 60s.
Just get that straight.
Yeah. FIFA's dodgy.
Yeah.
But this quote, I came across this quote the other day. I've not heard this before. And it's
Is it the Johnny one?
no, it's David. This is after we lost the World Cup bid. So this is an interview with David Cameron, who was obviously Prime Minister at the time, was a part of that bid alongside Prince William, and David Beckham were like the big sort of faces of it. This is an interview with David Cameron, and he's talking about what David Beckham said to him, which is one of my favourite quotes of all time. David Cameron says, I always remember David Beckham saying to me, I can cope with being lied to, but I can't cope with people lying to the Prime Minister. Imagine David Beckham stood next to David Cameron going, tell you what, mate, I can be lied to, but I can't cope with people lying to the Prime Minister. That man is the leader of this country. I will not allow FIFA to lie to the Prime Minister like he's like God.
But now we've seen Beckham and we've seen him queue for the Queen and that.
I can go with it.
Like maybe he does think like that.
He does, obviously.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like maybe he's
a proper he loves England, doesn't he, David Beckham? And money.
And licky boots.
Do you like David Beckham?
I do love David Beckham though, and it does hurt my soul.
Yeah. That's such a good quote.
But, and again, I'm not making excuses for him. Have the same energy.
Yeah.
When it's in America.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear you start talking about school shootings every week.
Yeah.
I want to hear you talking about how, what's that case? Roe case.
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Roe case. Yeah. The wars.
Yeah.
All sorts.
Yeah.
Every country's got shit.
Yeah, but I will still go to America and be like, I'm going to enjoy this World Cup because it'll be fucking sick. Mm. But also, Alex Scott and all that, fair play to you for using your platform. Play on, player. I love to see it. I do the same.
Yeah. Use
your platform. But I know in 4 years at the US World Cup, she's going to be doing shopping trips and, on BBC Match of the Day X and that, they're going to be doing, look at us, Hollywood and all that. It's like...
It's difficult though, isn't it? Because some things are more sort of fundamental human rights things than others.
Oh, I like women's rights.
Yeah.
Or shooting kids up in schools.
No, of course, yeah. Let's talk about that. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Now use your platform, but don't be hypocrites.
People are always hypocrites though, aren't they?
Yeah, even me
Everyone's
probably. Yeah. You're a prick as well.
Hippo prick. I've got a jumper that's the same colour as that, but it says Disneyland on it.
Disneyland?
Yeah, I got it in Disneyland.
Probably be worth dough now, that.
No, my girlfriend got bleach on it.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
Rustic.
People love bleached clothes.
People love bleach.
Clothes, yeah. I remember I used to buy T-shirts, when I was in school, get my EMA in and that.
What's that?
EMA?
What is that?
Education Maintenance Allowance.
Oh, nice.
You used to get 30 quid a week for going to college. Remember that?
No. I remember student loan for uni, but not for college.
And I used to buy a T-shirt with it every week. And
Evisu.
No, you couldn't get Evisu for 30 quid.
No.
I did have some Evisus though. I saved up for them bad boys.
Some Echoes.
No Echoes. I used to have some G-Unit clothing.
Yeah. G-Star Raw.
Oh no, I wasn't a fan of G-Star Raws.
Were you not?
Nah, too much going on.
Yeah, there's buttons and holes in it, and some bits are white, some bits are blue.
Bits hanging off.
Yeah.
Mental. Oh, you know what I hate? Yeah, I went to buy jeans the other day on Levi's. I remember my dad taking me to Levi's when I was a kid, getting some stick jeans for £30. You going there now?
100 quid.
Jeebus.
100 quid minimum. Ridiculous. Go on, what are we saying then? So you used to buy a T-shirt every week for 30 quid?
Yeah, with my EMA, bruv.
Yeah.
And then my mum would wear them to clean around the house and get bleach on them and stuff. Like, what the fuck you doing, mum? My God,
wearing your T-shirt.
I just thought, it's just
it was dirty anyway.
T-shirt. I just put it on and Right, thanks, mum.
Now it smells like that smiley-faced sponge thing. What's that called? Have you seen them Scrub Daddies?
Brillo pads.
I want one of them bad boys so much. Have you not seen them?
Scrub Daddies.
It looks like a sun. Do you like the sun from Teletubbies?
Yeah.
But it's made.
I used to make Tubby toast for my brother when I was a kid.
How do you do that?
So what I used to do is, I used to cut the toast into circle, the bread
with
into
scissors.
Circle.
We put a big cuppy and then rip it around the edge.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you get water, right? and you put the smiley face in, and then that bit don't toast. So he used to have tubby toast. Kind of.
I love that. Did you ever give him your tubby custard? He's bleeding my t-shirt.
Again.
Tubby custard. I still love Nunu.
Would you let your kids watch stuff like that? Because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, but it's for kids that are like sort of pre-speech,
Like,
isn't it?
how do you speak to children? Speak to me like I'm a child.
What are you doing?
That's how you speak to them. Yeah, that's good.
Do you want a snack or what?
Yeah. Why do people speak to kids? Oh, you're all right.
Because it helps.
You're
them
making the
develop.
child stupid, man.
It helps them develop.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, like tone of
Because then your
voice.
child speaks like that.
Yeah, but only until it's like 4. Because
want
that
your-
happy tone of voice helps kids think that they're in a happy environment.
Nah.
If kids feel stressed, then it
Kids
makes
have to
them
learn
really
early.
old. What was that?
The world's a hard place.
Physical discipline for pre-speech children.
Speak to them normally. How you doing, mate? You good? What's going on, son?
Yes, bro. No. Are you having kids? Is
Yeah,
that
at some
conversation
point.
for a podcast like this?
Nah, everyone wants to have kids, don't they?
No, not everyone.
I used to think I was going to have kids early and I wanted it to happen.
Did you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Just fucking...
I could just thought, let me just have a few. Because my parents had me when I was young and I like that dynamic.
Sorry, they had you when you were young, is what you just said.
When they were young.
I was gonna say, I think everyone had their kids when kids were young.
Yeah.
Not like Benjamin Button. Giving birth
Popped
to a
out
little
at
old man.
30. Yeah.
But
I
then
want
you
a
didn't.
couple. Nah.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Mm.
What are you calling them?
One's going to be called Adam
Junior.
Jr.
Hey, actually.
Nah, that's stupid, that.
Do you know Joe McGraw's a junior?
Stupid. It's
But he
stupid.
is.
That's why you grow up with them kind
Yeah.
of problems. You know.
You know, baldness isn't like a problem. It's just he's just got it.
Baldness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does have a lot of problems, doesn't he, Joe? Oh, he does.
Does he?
Yeah, they come from having a dad with the same name as you. Never knowing who your mom's calling. What?
Yeah, that'd be
Just
shit.
completely on edge.
Yeah, especially when you're through the wall.
Having a
at
tummy
night.
tank, your mom calls you daddy. You're just like, wait, what? That's,
Someone else.
it's not for me.
Yeah, it's not like that in a household, is it?
No,
Everyone
no.
needs to have a different name. That's what names are for.
Yeah. Funny story. When I was a kid, I used to live with my nan. Me, my mom, my nan, my dad.
Yeah.
And because I was obviously a kid, my mom had to end up calling my nan, and my nan had to end up calling my mom, because I was running around the house calling my mom Claire and my nan.
Like on
Mom.
like on Dennis the Menace. Mum and dad call each other mum and dad.
I had to do that.
Dad, what's Dennis got for his lunch? And he's like, oh, he's got some sandwiches, mum. I love that. they
Yeah,
call
so
it
I had to do that because otherwise and my mom used to get upset.
So your mum used to call, is this her own mum?
Yes.
She's calling her own mum Nan.
Yeah, so that I would hear that and call my nan.
And your nan is calling her own daughter mum.
Yeah. So that I would...
That is a real
Because I
accidental
fucked up
shift
the
in the
house.
power dynamic, isn't it?
Because I've been running around calling my mom Claire.
Yeah, because imagine your nan at some point would be like, Mum, get in here now, like telling her off. But you can't tell your mum off like that. What the fuck are you doing, Mum? Who do you think you are, Mum? Please. No, Mum. That's a weird conversation. That's why you've got the problems you have.
Yeah.
Because you heard Mum and Nan playing each other's roles,
Confused.
shouting through the wall at each other.
Yeah.
That's no good.
They weren't always arguing.
No, sometimes it was, Mum, come get your sandwiches. Thanks, Nan. That's weird. Did you have chicken kievs much growing up? I'm getting excited now. Did you?
At school, but you know which ones are the best?
How much
The
cheese?
little ones. Because they feel like they pack more of a punch.
I've not had them.
The
How big are they?
mini ones, like...
Say when.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Say when. No, say when. Yeah, this is how we're going to do it. Say when.
Yay.
Key style. That's nice, that. I'd love them.
Good ones, then. Yeah. You know what I used to have a lot?
Go on.
I used to put egg in a cup with butter and just smash it and then eat it.
A little cuppy egg.
Yeah. Eggy cup.
That's shit, isn't it?
Stinks as well.
What,
Really
hard boiled or fried or what?
hard boiled. It really stinks.
Does
But I
it?
used to love it.
How much butter?
Bit of butter.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
A big buttery egg.
When I used to have Weetabix as well, I used to crush them all. Stand there like a psycho, just
Just
crushing
do
it.
a line of it.
Crushing it into the bowl. Standing there like
what's he called from Avengers?
yeah, just I don't watch
Thanos.
Avengers and that.
Just
I
crush it.
don't watch any of that comic book shit.
Do you not?
Nah, fuck that, bro.
Why?
I just watch real stuff.
Like what?
Look out my window, bro. The streets of Gotham.
Tim Gotham. Yeah, I'm a big Batman fan. The Streets. What's your favourite film?
Batman's the worst.
What's your favourite film? The Streets.
I hate Batman. Massive Tory.
Yeah, but he uses his money to give back.
No. We've had this conversation before.
Why don't you like him?
Why does he beat up mental patients and like
Criminals.
just geezers that are trying to make a living on the streets?
Well, because some of those people are hurting.
How about
other
you go
good
for some
people.
real crime, bruv?
Yeah,
I want to see that on the next one.
he's punching down. Is that your issue?
Yeah, yes.
You should punch across.
Yeah, like who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me, I'm a billionaire. I'm going to go out and beat up some peasants. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he had to stop the bomb that was going to blow up the whole city. In fairness.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that would have killed loads of poor people that are nice.
And he always seems to make things worse.
He does that, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Smashes his car into someone's house.
Things get a lot worse before they get better.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in all these superhero things. That's one of the big things in it. Where like the Avengers, have you seen you haven't seen it? The first Avengers, I think it's in New York or some fictional New York or whatever.
Gotham.
But, yeah, but
Is Gotham New York?
it's a mixture of New York and Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, I think it's more heavily based on Chicago. Anyway, in the first Avengers, you would not believe how destroyed this city is. Like, Hulk's been thrown through hundreds of buildings at a time. Everything's just smashed to foot. The whole city is just gone. And then people have got to pick their lives up and go to work the next
You know
day.
what pissed me off? I watched, what's the Spider-Man with 3 Spider-Mans?
Spider-Man
Going Home.
Homecoming Queen or something.
Home
Homecoming.
Sweet Home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched that. And then he had a decision to make and he got loads of bad guys and released them. You're a fucking idiot, bro.
Yeah, it's a bit stupid.
Like, what the
Looking back at it.
Oh, I'm such a nice person. I'll let these criminals be free. You clown.
You were on the side of the criminals a minute ago.
Yeah, but like, what's Spider-Man doing? Like, why are you freeing these people then? They're all locked up. Yeah.
And he decides, I've got to let them out. Why?
What's all that about?
And then the whole film is putting them back.
Yeah, what's all that about? Like, I know this film could have been 10 minutes long.
Yeah. Here's your choice. Do you want to let every criminal that almost killed you and every incarnation of you for the last 15 years, do you want to let them out of prison or not? Nah, I won't.
Which one's your favourite Spider-Man?
Probably the first one.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire's.
Yeah, he's the real one.
Yeah, he is. Upside down snogging and all that.
Yeah. In the rain and that.
Yeah.
I like Miles Morales on. It was the first game I had on PS.
Yeah. Have you seen the cartoon one? That's meant to be good. No Way Home. Not No Way Home. That's another one. There's a cartoon one that's meant to be really good.
No, I'm not watching that.
Don't like cartoons. Yeah, but then the interesting thing with you is you
Tell them
said
to
you
make a
don't watch
game.
any of them. You've now admitted to watching Batman and Spider-Man. So I think you probably have watched the cartoon one.
No,
you
I
don't admit
watched
it.
The Dark Knight
So you have seen it.
because I like Joker.
So this whole thing started with you saying, I don't watch any of that lot.
No, but then I watched No Way.
So you watch a Spider-Man and a Batman.
Yeah, because it was on the aeroplane, remember?
Yeah, because famously you don't get to pick which one you want on an aeroplane.
Back in the day, you never. You used
No,
to
do you
just
remember
be
that? The
filmed.
big telly at the
yeah,
front.
remember that?
And you had to
People
put your
smoking
headphones
on
in.
there and that.
No, you don't remember that.
I do.
I
remember ashtrays.
When you're in the 70s. Yeah, ashtrays with chewing gum in them.
What's your favourite Christmas film, bro?
Home Alone 1, easy.
Home Alone 2 is the best one, you idiot.
No, it's not. Home
New
Alone-
York's more Christmassy.
No, Home Alone 1 is so much
What's
better.
that big Christmas tree called in New York?
Mega tree. Macy or something. Anyway, don't matter about that.
Megatree. Megatron.
Yeah. Home Alone 1 is a young boy
Rockefeller.
who gets left behind.
No.
And some local neighborhood-friendly burglars come round to try and rob his house. He sets up some pretty ad hoc, quick sort of things. They stand on some Christmas baubles, etc., etc. The second one, he's throwing bricks off multi-story buildings onto people's faces.
Yeah.
It's just 2 hours of attempted murder.
Yeah, that's good.
No, it's not. It's so
fuck with it.
unbelievable.
Don't fuck with Richie Rich.
Yeah.
And then you got that lady with the pigeons I'm scared of pigeons.
She's ridiculous.
Do you know that?
You're scared of pigeons?
Fucking hate them, bro.
Why?
They are so scary, man.
They're not.
And they're dirts.
They are
fucking
dirts. I've never said
bro.
dirts, but I think I know what you mean, and I would agree they are dirts. But they are not scary.
They are scary.
Are you more scared of a pigeon?
Look at their foots, bro. And sometimes their foots, yeah, they got like another foot on the top of it.
Yeah. Do you know? Oh, have you ever been to Chesterfield? Have you ever been to Chesterfield, the home of the Crooked Spire, home of the Spire Rights football team? Get yourself to Chesterfield. By far the worst pigeons.
no, whatever.
By far the worst pigeons in England.
No,
I'm
you've not been
joking.
to Pigeon Park, bro.
Honestly, you're talking about foots with extra foots. These lot don't even have foots. They're walking on stumpos.
Oh my
It's literally,
God.
they've all just mangled, gnawed off. One of them just got chewing gum for a face.
Do you reckon like they're
they are
dinosaurs,
gone.
like, or something like that?
Yeah, birds are all dinosaurs, aren't they?
I think all dinosaurs were birds as well.
Yeah, there's
Like, I don't think they were really lizards and shit like
there's
that.
evidence to suggest a lot of them were birds.
Because you look at it, and most of them look like chicken skeletons.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, really, you could draw around my skeleton some guy that looks like Hulk, but really, that's not me.
Can I tell you something? And this is for people at home as well. You might not know this. Do you know when you buy a chicken in the supermarket?
Yeah.
You know it's laid on its back?
What like that?
Yeah, not laid on its front.
No, but what if you pick it up a different way?
No, but when you see that like thing, it's laid on its chicken's like in the pan. You can eat this, you bitch. I always thought chickens are laid like that.
Yeah,
Do
bent
you
over.
worse. They're laid on their back because that's them titties up front, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you think of the little titty piece on top.
Breast piece is my favorite piece.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm a dark meat kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like that juicy thigh sweet.
Nah.
Drummies.
Breast piece is better.
Yeah.
Butterfly chicken at Nando's. But sometimes I want the half. But you know what I hate about that?
Go on.
One of the pieces in the half is always marga, man. Innit?
What, that bit that's like the thigh and the leg?
Yeah, that one's shit.
Yeah, so you like the breast piece?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a bit scared, yeah. You know, sometimes at Chicken World, I mean Nando's, it's actually pigeon meat.
No, don't say stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, it can be.
Nah, don't do that. People actually eat pigeons. No lie, yeah. If you've lived in Les Isles, you might attest to this. I remember back in the day seeing some geezers catch a pigeon and eat it. Took it into their yard and eat it. I'm not lying. I promise I'm not lying.
But not even like a country pigeon with like that.
I'll tell you how they caught it as
nasty
well.
little crest.
It was
I'd eat one of them.
it was a roadman pigeon.
No.
And I'll tell you how they caught it. It was under a car and they all stood on either end of it, scared it out, caught it, boom, ate it. And my mum used to say, don't go eat at their house. You think I'm joking?
Why was a pigeon under a car?
You think I'm joking,
For that
bro?
pigeon to have been under that car in the first place, that must have been such an unwell pigeon with like...
It was hiding from them. Behind the tyres and shit. Yeah, catch
And they
that
ate
pigeon.
it.
That was real
You
life.
know that
catch
pigeon will have had all sorts in it.
Mate, all sorts. It would have had that bubbly foot as well.
Imagine what was in the belly of that pigeon before they ate it.
Ugh.
Chuddy, fag ends,
Yeah.
just fucking brick.
Yeah. Nasty.
Oh.
But I promise you,
Why were they doing that? Because they didn't have enough money to buy a little bird's eye bad boy.
I used to see their Marge shelling fish on the doorstep, bro. We lived in a wild ends, man. Shout out Les Isles. I love you.
That's a great way to end it.
Were we sponsored by today?
Manscaped.
They must be fucking buzzing.
They loved it.
They are hating life right now. I reckon we might get a phone call in a bit. Like saying, take that off there.
Perfect.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you keep it locked. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We got an event coming up. Please come. I'm scared no one's going to turn up.
Well, don't be scared of that. Be scared because the tickets are selling fast, mate.
No.
Oh.
It's nearly sold out. Please don't come. Sold out. Tickets in the link. below.
There's tickets in the description. Buy them. It's selling quick, so hurry
But
up.
please come because I'm scared.
Yeah. Thank
But
you.
you don't have to come because loads of people are going to be there.
You're doing multiple tactics of like reverse and then just straight line, just like ducking, covering all your bases. Hit subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already.
But mainly buy a ticket, but it's going to be quite full.
It's gonna be. See you in a bit.